You apologize when someone bumps into you. Let the absurdity of that land. You apologize for taking up space in a conversation, for asking a question, for having a need, for existing in a way that might just slightly inconvenience someone else. And you've probably noticed it. Said sorry for saying sorry, caught yourself mid apology and thought, why am I even doing this? It's it's the cheapest thing you own and you hand it over all day. The answer isn't that you're too polite, it's much older than that, and it goes much more deeper. Over apologizing isn't a personality quirk, it's a survival response. At some point, probably long before you were old enough to understand it, you learned that keeping the peace was your responsibility. That when someone was upset, even if it had nothing to do with you, you were the one who needed to fix it, smooth it over, shrink, apologize, make it okay again. Maybe it was a parent whose mood you learned to read before you could even read the words. Maybe it was an environment where conflict felt dangerous. Maybe it was just easier to say sorry than to hold your ground and deal with whatever came after. So you became very good at it. Fast, automatic. Before you even decide, the sorry is already out. Here's here's what I want you to understand, that apology, the reflexive, the automatic one, isn't humility. It's fawning. It's the part it's the part of you that learned that the safest way to exist around certain people was to make yourself as unthreatening as possible, to preempt their intention, to manage their emotions before it became a problem, and it worked. In those environments, it worked, but you carried it out with you in the workplaces, in the friendships, in the relationships, into situations where nobody was threatening you at all. And now it's just how you move through the world, apologizing for the space you take up before anyone has even asked you to. That's not who you are. That's what you learn, and there's a difference. And and it costs you more than you even realize. It costs you credibility. When you apologize for things that aren't your fault, people start to believe you. They accept the apology, take that out, and the responsibility shifts even when it was never yours to carry. It costs you your own sense of reality. When you apologize enough for something, you start to wonder if maybe it was your fault after all. The apology rewrites the story in your own head, and it costs you respect, not from you, not from others, from yourself. Even unnecessary apology is a small signal to your own nervous system that says, my feelings matter less, my space matters less, I matter less. And you've been sending that signal for so long, it's starting to feel like the truth. I want to say the part underneath all of it. You're not apologizing for the thing you did, you're apologizing for needing anything at all. For needing help, for needing time, for needing someone to repeat themselves, for needing to be somewhere at a certain hour. And if you follow that back far enough, it stops being about manners, because somewhere in you there's a sentence you'd never said out loud, that you're a bit of a burden, that people put up with you, that the sorry is a kind of rent. I've had that sentence in my head. I've had it about people who were glad I was there, and here's what I've got for it. A burden is something someone carries that they didn't choose. Nobody in your life is carrying you. They choose you, they chose you, and then you start paying for it. And I still catch myself doing that. Not in the big moments. I've got those now. In the small ones with people who have never once made me feel like I owed them anything. I don't know why those are the last to go. The people who deserve to be in your life won't need the rent, and the ones who accept it, that's information worth having. You don't have to overcorrect. You don't have to become someone who never apologizes. Real accountability is valuable. Owning something you actually did wrong, that matters. And there's a version of sorry that has nothing to do with accountability. That's just reflex, fear dressed up as politeness. So here's the only thing for tonight. One sorry, just one. Swap it for a thank you. Sorry, I'm late becomes thanks for waiting. Same information, none of the rent. You don't have to stop apologizing. You just have to get one back. You've been apologizing your whole life for things that were never your fault. It's not humility, it's a habit, and habits can change.